Christmas! Hi guys, welcome to my live stream. We're just gonna do a quick little Christmas celebration by first looking over all the different prices of crypto because why not? I mean, honestly, if you are a DJ like me, then yeah, that's every day. Every day is Christmas. Every day is Christmas whenever your bags are going up. Bitcoin right now is at 98,000. Wait, let me refresh this. Okay, 98,266 for Bitcoin. Number 2, Ethereum, 3,433. I would love to, by the way, look back at my old videos by the time I'm like 80 years old. So that's in about 10 years. And then see really me repeating these prices because like I wish I did this when Bitcoin was like $3,000 because I don't think I was doing live streams when Bitcoin was $3,000. I was just looking at my phone and being like, I'm not going to buy it. I thought about buying it. I didn't buy it. And then now obviously I'm buying Bitcoin 30x the price. So anyways, I really hope that one day I'm going to look back at this and be like, wow, it was so cheap. Or at least that's the thought, considering Michael Saylor says that Bitcoin's going to be 13 million a coin. Okay, so number 1 is Bitcoin, 98,000. Ethereum is at 3,400, which honestly is a little bit sad because it didn't even hit its all-time high. It didn't even really get close. Number 3 is USDT. Number 4 is XRP. Number 5 is BNB. Oh, sorry. XRP is currently at $2.25 at number 4. BNB at number 5, $703. Solana at number 6 at $195. We got Dogecoin at 32 cents. USDC number 8. Stablecoin. So number 9, ADA, 89 cents. Tron at number 10, taking the solid spot that was from Dogecoin. For the longest time, Dogecoin was just at like that spot, number 10. So now that's taken by Tron at a market cap of 21 billion. I don't really care though, because I don't have Tron. But we do know that Tron has been featured in the CARDSMITH currency cards, which I will open up. This is our series 3 still. As you can see, I still got a lot more at the back, but I'm going to be opening up 2 of these packs. How many more do I have here? Let's see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more. But I'm really hoping to open them like up slowly. So I'll probably do like 2 each time I do a live stream. And then I'm saving like a large one, the large one that I've opened in the past at the back. These are all series 3, by the way. There's also still series 2, which is back here. But yeah, our goal here, even though most likely I won't get it. But the goal is always to get it says crypto redemption 1 to 96 ratio. So I guess it's like 1 in a 96 chance of getting a crypto redemption card. And I've already gotten one. So I got my 2,500 Dogecoin redeemed already. And then this one is just the unknown. So I like to think of it as 1 Bitcoin, even though there's no proof that it's not or that it is. So it's just kind of like Schrodinger's cat. I can't say that person's name, but basically you don't know until you open it. So I could tell myself that it's 1 Bitcoin, and you can't tell me it's not until we open it. But apparently I could sell this card right now on eBay. I think people are selling it for like $700. It was $500. That's before Bitcoin jumped up to like over $100,000, $108,000 at one point. So yeah, that's the goal here. Okay, we're trying to get another redemption card, and if we do get one, I will open up the new one. But I'm still not going to open up this one because I want to open it up when Bitcoin hits a new all-time high. So here's hoping, because it's Christmas and it didn't surpass 100,000. So I went to like 99,800 or whatever today for Bitcoin, and it's just having a hard time going over 100,000. I don't know. It's just playing with our feelings. And what else? We have number 11, AVAX, $39, Chainlink at $23, number 13, Toncoin, $5.87, number 14, Shiba Inu, which is honestly a little mind-blowing, 0.00002233. That's Shiba Inu's price. I don't know if it could ever, like, we would have to print, like, I feel like everyone looks at these top coins, and whether it's like PayPay or whatever, or Bonk or Dog with Hat, like that are more legitimized in my opinion now because they're on Robinhood. But anytime there's like a meme coin, I feel like people just like to round up and go to these like solid numbers. Like back then it was with Dogecoin, it's like, oh my God, 1 penny. And people didn't believe in 1 penny. So I think like a lot of folks are hoping and wishing that like Shiba Inu is going to get like I don't know, like a tenth of a penny, but I think that just it's not insane. It's just going to take a lot of money printing. It's going to probably we're just going to need a lot more money or everybody's going to sell all their bitcoins and buy Shiba Inu or something. But it's currently at 13 billion of a market cap. So do I think it could go 10x and go to 130 billion? Yeah, absolutely. But that is nowhere close to like 1 cent. So, anyways, number 15 is SUI, Sway. Number 16 is H bar at 31 cents. Sorry, Sway is at $4.40. Stellar Lumen, XLM, which huge shocker. Like it just moved up like crazy in the last two months, I want to say, within the last 2 months. And it's at 37 cents. But you could have gotten it for like really, 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 really dirt cheap. I think it was like under 10 cents or something. Polkadot at number 18 at $7.30. And there's a whole bunch more on the bottom, but the only ones I find interesting are 22 Litecoin, 23 Uniswap, and PayPay at number 24. So, anyways, Merry Christmas to those of you guys that are currently watching this. Smash the like button as always whenever you're watching any of my live streams. This is live right now, but smash the like button whenever you're watching any of my live streams or videos. Greatly appreciate it. Really helps with this channel. I mean, it is growing a lot, so I want to say thanks to those of you guys that have been supporting me from the very beginning or new friends that have recently followed my channel. But we finally hit 15,000 subscribers, and I'm very grateful for it. I'm still working really, really hard to get to that 100,000 subscriber level. Yesterday, I was at the Grove and then I went to this shop, like, I think, is it called Kicks or something? I don't know. It's like up on the stairs of this candy shop. And I went in and it was the first place I've ever gone to that sells shoes, but they had like this YouTube plaque. I think they have like 1 million subscribers or something because they had two of the YouTube like plaque things, and I think the first one is silver, and I think the silver play button means you have like 100,000 subscribers. So I don't know if like the shoe owner or like the shoe brand has like 100,000 subscribers or something like that, but whatever. They had like the silver plaque and the gold plaque. I didn't actually look at their YouTube channel name though, but I just assumed that it was probably like the shoe store. So anyways, if you know what I'm talking about, it's at the Grove in LA, so you can go and check it out. But yeah, my goals is getting to that 100,000 level. I don't need 1 million. $100,000. I mean, no, $100,000. 100,000 subscribers would more than suffice, but I'll take the $100,000 too. But I think I'd prefer 100,000 subscribers more than $100,000 because naturally, I think having 100,000 subscribers that would pay off too, more than $100,000 just in terms of like ads, views, and everything. So, anyways, Merry Christmas. I hope you guys are well. If you are here, then thank you. If not, I hope you're spending it with your loved ones because that's what Christmas should be all about. I did just spend it with my loved ones, and now I'm gonna do my live stream while I drink my apple cider. Cheers. It looks like beer, but it's not. It's just delicious apple cider. Everyone nation, I'd be happy with a tenth of a penny. If it wasn't for the Fed, it would still be between 108 to 111. So I think you're talking about Bitcoin, right? Yes. After the Federal Reserve, well, Chairman Powell spoke and talked about how I think he said Bitcoin. When he said crypto wouldn't be like the Federal Reserve wouldn't be dealing with crypto or something like that, and that makes sense because legally, and this is like my words from that I've heard from Senator Loomis. I think that's how you say her name. But anyways, there's a senator named Senator Loomis. You probably heard about her because she's been around since like 2021. I've seen her like videos. I've seen her on Twitter. Just she's been very much of an advocate for cryptocurrency. So this senator, I saw her, I think, go on Bloomberg or some other news outlet and talk about how this isn't really surprising to her, even though she's pro crypto, that Jerome Powell said what he said, because technically the Federal Reserve is not allowed to be saying like, yeah, we're gonna get Bitcoin and it's all gonna be fine because they're not the ones they're not authorized to do that. So she's saying like, oh, I want to work on pretty much the Federal Reserve having the ability to have the rights to do that. So I think she's hopeful. And I'm sure a lot of other crypto folks are just hopeful that maybe the laws will change for Jerome Powell. Like he's not a judge. So he's not capable of being like, okay, like now we're just gonna all of a sudden pull the lever because their job is like dual mandate, maximum employment. and then just make sure we have price stability, right? Like they're not really the ones to be like, all right, let's just buy a bunch of Bitcoins because we know it's going to go to the moon. But if he were to be allowed to, add that to the equation and have that as a possibility, then we'll see. But then will Jerome Powell even be chairman the next coming 4 years after Trump gets into office, January 20th? Like, I don't know. I guess we're just going to have to find out. But yeah, so I think it is kind of hopeful in the future, just with the Federal Reserve and just overall what the government is going to be doing, because they said, or I think Trump is clearly part of his presidency, he promoted crypto a lot. So we'll see like just how far that goes. And clearly we know the Department of Government Efficiency, Doge, which Elon Musk is a part of, and Elon Musk is clearly not anti-crypto. So that'll be interesting to see where things are headed. But for now, technically crypto after the FOMC meeting, and we dropped those 25 basis points, and then crypto was kind of talked about in, I would say, more in a negative manner than positive. I think that kind of freaked people out, but I think it was kind of an excuse for really honestly great tax loss harvests for like a lot of whales. This is fantastic if you are a part of, let's say, a whale group. This is not financial advice, by the way, entertainment purposes only. But yeah, like my personal belief is that if you are a part of a giant whale group and all of your friends are multi-billionaires, multi-millionaires in the 200, $300 million range, and you could easily play with the market and basically control a lot of the pricing for crypto, then you could pretty much drop it and then you get your losses that's needed for tax loss harvesting. And then afterwards, next year, if you and your buddies know that the price is going to go up, then really it's like you're paying less taxes in 2024 and things are going to go up in 2025. So that's just my personal take on it. And then we'll see how things go. But yeah, I am hopeful that in the future, maybe the government will actually end up buying, I think, was it like a million Bitcoin was the goal? Or I think that's what Michael Saylor says that he would advise, or he would just advise really any country whenever he's asked about what he would advise, like different countries, whether it's Japan or like America. I just remember him always saying like, yeah, just they're not going to like it, but I would just tell them to buy more crypto, buy more, well, not crypto. He would just tell them to buy more Bitcoin. That's really a Michael Saylor's way. I mean, he's doing it. So he's putting his money where his mouth's at. So he's really just telling countries if they were to ask him, I don't think Japan's going to be like, Michael Saylor, what do you want to do? How do you want to save our country and our finances? But that's what he would say. He would be like, I would start by buying as much Bitcoin as possible. I think he says the first country to start printing money to buy Bitcoin wins. Yeah, those are literally like, this is me quoting him. So we'll see. We'll see who's really doing that. Because right now, at least so far, America has not printed money just to buy Bitcoin, but apparently America has a bunch of Bitcoin from seizing it over the many years of, bad guys dealing with Bitcoin. And then that's what I understand is that those Bitcoins were seized, not purchased. So that'll be really wild when, the country is actually purchasing Bitcoin. That'll be fun. So anyways, here's hoping. I guess we'll find out in time, but we're going to open up our first 2 packs. Pray for me, guys. I really would love to open up another redemption card. It's so much fun. So this is our CARDSMITH Series 3. Series 4, I don't know if it's out yet, but it's definitely either coming out or already out. I don't know, but I don't have my hands on it yet. But this is Series 3. And apparently I thought there was just supposed to be one Bitcoin, one Ethereum, but then I read online, somebody said that it's supposed to be multiple. So it could be Bitcoins or Ethereums, I think. But yeah, of redemption cards. But I pulled out some good cards so far. I wonder if I've already seen like every single card because I've opened up so many of the Series 3 that last time when I opened it, I didn't get a redemption card, but I did see like 1 or 2 new cards that I haven't seen before. So it's always fun to see like new art. Sometimes people get it just for the redemption cards. Like I feel like some people treat this like I don't know, like treat it like a lotto scratcher or whatever. So you're kind of like possibly getting a Bitcoin or an Ethereum or Litecoin, but other people collect it just purely for the art. Like I think I would just really enjoy collecting these for the art. Ooh, okay, so I've seen this one before. It's called the Athenian Owl Tetradruchum. I can't pronounce that. Sorry. English is definitely not one of my strong suits. Satoshi Nakamoto. Okay, I have this card already. Unfortunately, this is not like a very special card. It's not like shiny or anything like that. And I have multiples of the Satoshi Nakamoto card. Buy Bitcoin and have more kids, Ruination says. Well, yeah, if you can have, if you could purchase multiple Bitcoins, or if you could easily purchase like 10 Bitcoins, which would be like $1 million pretty much at this point, I don't think you'd be having trouble having kids. It's just like with crypto, it's interesting because if the government really, if America does start a Bitcoin reserve, and then I would assume that regular folks would just end up following and whatnot in the footsteps of their country. That'll be that'll be funny. That'll be funny to see, because I don't think most people are gonna have like one Bitcoin, right? Because there's only 21 million Bitcoins out there, and there's so many millionaires. There's obviously more than 21 millionaires. I don't know if there's like a million millionaires out there, but there's definitely, I want to say, hundreds of thousands of millionaires at bare minimum around the world. So definitely there's going to be too many millionaires, not even counting the billionaires out there, to fight over those 21 million Bitcoins that basically Michael Saylor and like BlackRock is like collecting nonstop. Um, so yeah, it'll be cool to see like how people deal after, because imagine if like 10, 20 years from now, people are like, "You're like, Merry Christmas," to like, I don't know, your grandchildren or whatever, and you'd be like, "Here, granddaughter, here is 0.00001 of a Bitcoin." But that's like a really big deal. Like, imagine that being a really big deal. I could imagine it. It's just such a weird like world to live in, honestly. Hi there, Lewis. GME about to moon. It's game time. So, okay, tell me what the thought process behind this is, because like I've been waiting forever to GameStop to moon, because it honestly, it's almost like a year at this point, because when did he last tweet? Like, time just flew by, honestly. Like, I think Roy and Kitty tweeted with his like the seat up, right? Like the gamer seat up on Twitter. That was this year. That was like this year. But I think that was it May or was it April? I don't know. It was like May or April-ish. I want to say May. I honestly forgot. And then it shot up from like I think $10 to like either 70 or 80 on Robinhood at least. I don't know what it's like on Fidelity and whatnot. I don't trade on those adult exchange, just kidding. Um, but yeah, I I think that's around the time, and then it went up to, like, an insane number, and then it dropped, only to go back up when he, like, didn't tweet, but then tweeted again. So then I think it basically did this crazy, like, bounce, drop, and then, like, return to the moon, and then I just dropped back down and then never hit, like, even past $50 again. So by May, I guess, of 2025, it'll be like a full year since he kind of broke the internet by tweeting that original image. Earlier I did see, when the market just like after hours it began, that GameStop was like $34. So that's a plus, right? I cannot wait. Like, I'm so excited for GameStop to just, I don't know if it's going to be January 9th. Personally, I do hope it's January 9th, only because like next year, like I already owe so much taxes like for this year, even though I did try to do tax loss harvest with my crypto. But whatever, I still owe a bunch. So if it were to moon like tomorrow and my sell, like my cover calls, my strike price basically hits, and I end up having to sell a bunch of GameStop, then it's good. Like, I'm not gonna complain too much about it because I'll still be in the green, but it'll be bittersweet. I'm kind of hoping for January 9th. So pray for me that it is actually January 9th or sometime after January. Yeah. I'm so excited for New Year's. Like, I'm just happy that Christmas is finally almost over. Um and then we got New Year's, and then bam, new tax season. Like, this is how you know you're old like me. Like, when I was a kid, I wouldn't even think about this. Like, I wouldn't think about the fact that January 1st, like how much that represents, like just how deep that is in terms of like your finances and your trades and how much that matters. And now, like, clearly my mind has been corrupted with all things crypto and stocks. All right, debt ceiling. I think I have this card. This is a shiny version. It doesn't say. who was there. I think you guys told me that was not Nancy Pelosi. I think you said it was Janet Yellen, but I don't know. It doesn't have a name on there. It's cute. It's adorable, whoever it is. Follow the weekly and monthly charts. This game is about trends in weekly and monthly done correcting and ready for the next push-up. All right, cool. I'm excited. I mean, I'm hoping that maybe middle because like the last few times I do remember when GameStop did have a lot of action, in like May and June-ish. I remember at that time, like many after hours were insane. Sometimes like actually like on the day of, it would it wouldn't perform as well as like after hours for GameStop. So I'm excited. If after hours today is something crazy, I would be super pumped. So hopefully GameStop goes to the moon tomorrow. I mean, the market stopped for long enough. Ooh, this is a new card. Can you guess what it is? Can you guess what it is? It has a Bitcoin at the back. That should be your clue. So it's the Silk Road. It says in use from as early as the 2nd century BCE through the middle part of the 15th century, the Silk Road was a Eurasian trade route that covered nearly all of China through parts of North Africa and Middle East. In modern times, the Silk Road is a name of the dark web online marketplace that facilitated the anonymous sale of illegal goods and services for Bitcoin. So yeah, that's pretty much all I know it for, in terms of Bitcoin related to Silk Road. So here's the explanation out the back if you want to check that out. Bust out the wine. I'll bust out the wine when my GameStop moons. If it happens now, you let me know. Like if this is apple cider, by the way, so cheers. Merry Christmas. Um, but yeah, if GameStop right now, as I'm not looking at my portfolio right now, but if GameStop goes past like $48, let me know because I'll be celebrating. How is drinking out of metal straws? I'm not drinking out of metal straws. I'm drinking out of a glass cup and a glass straw. I don't know. I still have no idea which one I like the best. I don't know if I have rubber straws, I have metal straws, I have glass straws, and I even have bamboo straws that are brand new that I haven't even opened up. And I don't know which one I like the best. Like, clearly that just shows how confused at life I am. Like, I don't know which one's the best. So I buy everything. Um, I think glass I like the best because I like to see what I'm drinking. And then also, if it gets dirty, it's just easier to see versus metal. Like, I don't know how dirty my metal straws are. I like clean it just with as like the same amount of effort as everything else, but it's just harder to see. So I think I prefer PayPay. I think I already have a PayPay card. PayPay coin. Based on the popular internet meme character, PayPay coin is a cryptocurrency that launched on Ethereum blockchain in April 2023. Wait, what? It's only been since April 2023. That is insane. That is insane. That all it did was take for some reason I felt like PayPay was older, but whatever. April 2023. It's been like a year and a half only? It's only been a year and a half, and it's already listed on Robinhood and, like, all the major exchanges. WTF. Okay. PayPay Coins trades under the ticker symbol PEPE and is considered a deflationary cryptocurrency, meaning that some portion of the circulating supply is burned with each transaction. Ooh. Well, I mean, it's kind of appealing. To be honest, like I don't know why like they wouldn't make all the future altcoins similar to that explanation of PayPay. Because like why would you want to create something that is inflationary when you know that's just gonna be used against you as like an attack to like not buy the coin? I don't know. I don't make coins, but apparently it's very easy to make coins because I learned from like these Reddit posts that and like on Twitter, people saying that the whole Hoktwa thing, like I was watching this entire Hoktwa girl, I think she's being sued right now or whatever. People are saying that she's gonna go to jail. I don't know if she's actually gonna go to jail or whatever the heck is gonna happen. But I hope that whoever is responsible for that major drop, they pay for it. Because that sucks. But then at the same time, like crypto has always been a zero sum game. So not everybody's going to come out winning from it. And just like with stocks, like there's always going to be someone that comes out at the top. And unfortunately, if they have the ability to like just whale drop on you, meaning they just have like a lot and they sell at a really high price and it drops on you, that just really sucks. But then people just really have to do their own DD because clearly Elon Musk didn't buy that because he did his DD and he knows not to buy that. So I think like through all this, when people are looking at the news, like, yeah, I feel sorry for the folks that end up losing a bunch of money on Hawk Tuah, but then again, it's like, you bought Hawk Dog Coin. Hawk Tuah. Nobody made you. So I think people got to take responsibility for that. But yeah, I don't know if she's gonna go to jail or anything like that. Um, but sorry, I lost my whenever I talk about it, it makes me laugh. Um, yeah, I don't know what will happen to her, but oh, sorry. Yeah, so through the chain of talking about like different people talking about her and how like they hate her and like just really mad about the fact that they lost a bunch of money. There were these posts where people were like, "Oh my god, she shouldn't have worked with like bad actors." Like, because some people are like in her defense, and they're like, "She did nothing wrong. It was just the people that she was working with, like they were bad and blah blah blah." And then there were folks that were saying like, "Oh, she just shouldn't have like worked with a bunch of people to like pump the coin. Like, she should have just made her own coin on pump.fun.io or something like that. I don't know. I've never been on a site, but apparently there's a website where you can just go and make your own coin. Like apparently teenagers go on there and make coins. I don't know how that's legal, but yeah, supposedly there's kids who make it and they try to pump and dump the coin. But then there's also like coins that just make people really rich on there. No misma coin of Basil 2. What does this look? I don't think I've ever gotten this card. It says first introduced by Constantine the First in the 4th century CE. The nomisma was the standard currency of the Byzantine Empire of nearly 700 years, minted between the years 1976 and 1025 CE. The gold nomisma, such a hard word to say, nomisma of Basil II depicts an image of Jesus Christ on the obverse and Emperor Basil on the reverse. Okay, they could just say front and back. When this is the card, definitely new to me. I would not recognize this, but if I saw this on the ground, I would think that's interesting. Has an interesting design. Um, Are you still in Doge? Damien says. Yes, as in I think you are in something if you have a little bit of that. I'm also in Chill Guy. I'm also in no, I'm not in PayPay anymore. I am also in Dogecoin Mars. I am in a lot of random things. I'm actually in Bitcoin right now. So yeah, I guess to answer that, anything that I have currently, I guess I'm in, but then I get out of it really quick too sometimes. And then I get back in. So Ponzi scheme. I have this card. So Ponzi scheme. I have the shiny version too. Pangu, is that a thing? I don't have Pangu. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I got it. Sorry, this is not that special, I guess, but I don't. This is my first card. This is gonna go to the back side. So all of these cards are like my special cards, meaning they're either like cereal, which this one is. I'm not going to show you the number, but this is Nefertiti. And at the back, it says something out of 99. So there's only 99 of them. And then I have a number out of 99 for this card. So this is a serial number card. But I've seen this card since like the beginning when I first started playing with these cards. This is like Nefertiti, meaning the beautiful one has come, was the wife of Egyptian king Akhenaten, who ruled during the middle part of the 14th century BCE, thought to possibly have been co-ruler with her husband. She helped to usher in a period of monotheism and implement various economic reforms during their reign. But yay. Okay, so this is my card, which will eventually get a little framing protection thing. Yay. I love getting special cards. Okay. All right, I just saw this one. Next. So I'm glad that at least I got a cereal card because those are hard. Like I've opened so many boxes and the ones behind me are the only ones that are either cereal or like gems, like basically very special or like worth more. Satoshi Nakamoto once again, but this is like more of a shining version with a bunch of Bitcoins, super cool. Um but yeah. Um by the way, I was thinking the other day like yes, crypto is everywhere and people like are obviously always talking about crypto and it seems like another hyped up moment, but I don't think we're that hyped up yet and I think there's many telltale signs. Like so for example, um not everyone around me, like still not everyone around me cares to be invested into like either Bitcoin or Ethereum, the major coins, on the top like 5, or even like any altcoins or meme coins, or really just feel the need to be a part of that. Like I think most people I know, meaning like more than 70% of them still like just don't care. Like they know it's happening, but it's just like it's not their party, they don't care. So I think that's still like the vibe. And that's why I don't feel like we've hit the top. Like even as insane as like MicroStrategy, purely thanks to crypto, thanks to Bitcoin specifically, getting into the Nasdaq 100. Some even speculate that they're eventually going to get into the S&P 500. Like even through all of that, I don't think people care enough. So there's got to be like more catalysts. Like insane enough, I do think there has to be more catalysts before those folks, like the 70 plus percent of people that I'm saying that I know don't care for crypto, gets to start caring about crypto. And I'm not saying that everybody ever has to, but I think like a good half of them would have to get interested before Bitcoin hits like a million a coin. And let's just say like I don't think the other 50% of that 70% is even going to be interested. Like not 35% more people are going to be interested until like for example you walk into a store and you're literally seeing like, okay, it cost me like 1 Bitcoin to buy this like new Porsche or something, you know, like when it's actually so deeply woven into society that you're like walking around and you're seeing gem memberships being sold for like a portion of Ethereum or like a bunch of PayPay and Doge coins. And you're just like, that's in your face every day. That's different from like, bam, you're seeing it on Bloomberg, you're seeing it on the news. Like, I think that is the moment when most people that are not into it, not interested, are gonna be very interested when it's just like in their face all the time. Like, you just can't deny it, right? Like, I think that is gonna be the moment. And I think that shift, like, eventually kind of happened for everybody in like their iPhones, right? Like, in the beginning, when I didn't have an iPhone, there weren't a lot of people that had iPhones. And then eventually it's like every person and their neighbors, cats, dogs, like auntie, uncle, mistresses, like all have an iPhone. So I think it just, it's kind of like a sheep mentality thing with humans too. I feel like eventually when everybody has something and it's just so yeah, it's just everywhere. I think that's the moment. That's the moment when you can't deny it, and then more people are gonna jump into it. Also, what was I gonna say? There's more telltale signs that hasn't occurred yet. Um, Same thing with Bitcoin. Oh, and like, so for example, um, jewelry, like high-end jewelry. Like, I also think the moment when it'll become undeniable, is when, like, let's say huge luxury brands like, Tiffany and, like, Cartier start creating earrings with, like, Bitcoin and, like, I don't know, Dogecoin on them. That would be wild. And by the way, if Tiffany does or Cartier ever creates, like, a Dogecoin necklace, I will buy it. I will be their first customer. Okay, MTG Finance. We definitely have this card. Something to do with magic. I don't know. I don't collect magic cards or anything like that. So we finished with the first box. Okay, there's still a second box. Pretty satisfied with the results. I mean, I was able to get another cereal card. I think the cereal cards are probably worth like at least more than $75. I don't know. The prices always change. The Sam Bankman-Fried one was worth like a good amount of money. I don't think I have a Sam Bankman-Fried. Do I have a Sam? I have a Sam Bankman-Fried, but I don't have a Sam Bankman-Fried like gem card or like a cereal card. But here's hoping. Actually, I think Sam Bankman-Fried is part of the. I think he's part of the series 2, the red box ones, not these ones. But here's our last 2 for the day before I say goodbye and do a little more work before I start watching my Christmas movies and stuff. I don't think I've ever actually watched Home Alone. So I'm really excited. I've been watching a bunch of Christmas movies and like I watched the Sabrina Carpenter Christmas Netflix special. I thought that was pretty cute. I like playing music in the beginning of my day, so I was like watching that earlier today. But I don't think I've ever watched Home Alone. I know that's like a Christmas classic, so I'm very excited to watch like the first Home Alone. I think there's like another one. Yeah, so pumped to see that one. iPhone. Oh, wow, I'm surprised. Number 47, iPhone. That's crazy. We're just talking about iPhones. Anyways, this is new. I don't have this card. And oh my gosh. Looking at the screen, it's crazy because that's what I used to look at. Back then when when their icons used to look different, like your Notes app looked different and Photos app. I think is that the Photos app with like a sunflower on it? I think that's what it is. But yeah, that used to be like the old screen. Now it's so different. Oh, it has like an old I want to say that's like an old, looks like a Mac at the back. Anyways, originally developed under the code name Project Purple. Did not know that. The iPhone revolutionized the smartphone industry by introducing touchscreen interfaces and combining features like a built in 2MB camera, mobile website browsing, thread text messaging, and the ability to merge calls. Since the release of the first iPhone in 2007, Apple has sold over 2.3 billion units. Well, I actually didn't know that it started off in 2007 because wasn't that like the beginning of the financial crisis? Or like it really, really crashed really bad 2008 and then just kept on crashing. But like that's wild. Anyways, there you go. 2007 is like before Bitcoin because Bitcoin white paper, I think was it 2008 or 2009? I think it was 2008. Yeah, but that's insane. That's insane that the iPhone is just a little bit older than Bitcoin. Project Purple. Why purple? So many questions. Another PayPay card. Wow. Maybe it's telling me something. I like to think of things as signs. Maybe this is a sign that I have to just buy PayPay next time it drops. Ethereum. Ooh, oh no. This is such a pretty card. But it's not. It's not a serial card. Meaning there's no like number at the back. But it's pretty. I think this is my first like Ethereum that's like shiny card. All right. Almost last one. This is Bitcoin. Okay, I already have this Bitcoin couple disco dancing. I got this one before in the past. So that one's not new. And last but not least, BlackBerry. Okay, we have this card already. So okay. All right. Not bad. Oh, sorry, it's not over. It's not over. I have one more. I have one more. Another I think that's like another 5 more. Yeah, each of them has like 5 and then each box has 2 packs, so it's like 10. So I'm opening 20 today. I've already opened up 15. So we're going to open up 5 more. Then I'm going to say goodbye to you guys for Merry Christmas. I hope you're enjoying a little card opening for you guys. And then hoping that I'm going to get a redemption card, even though I know it's very low chance. Very, very low chance. So out of this stack right here, there's like 6 more. I opened up 2 last time on the last stream and then like 2 today. So really there was like 10. So I don't even know if out of like 10 of these boxes, I would even get like 1 redemption card because there's no guarantee, right? And that's like 1 in 96 ratio. So that's a little bit hard. Bitcoin girl. Okay. I call it Bitcoin girl, but it's really just a Bitcoin card. I wish I had this cereal version of her, but it's okay. Nefertiti is so cool. I'm glad that I at least got that one. Ooh. Friedrich Hayek. Besides the fact that I know he's part of the Austrian economist group of people that are like really smart, I will never memorize what this guy does. Sorry. Next. Pokemon Illustrator. Ooh, yes, I got this card last time, but I think my card isn't shiny. Yes. I think this is like a shiny version. Japanese promo Illustrator Holo. Yes, this is cool. Because I know I got this card last time. I only have 1 of these cards. But my card last time was not shiny like this. So this one is nice. That was just really cute. I love the Pikachu. All right. Second last. Satoshi Nakamoto. Okay, at least this is the shiny version. But not a serial number card, but still better than the basic one that I got. And last card, we have Gutenberg Printing Press. So it's a very basic card. I already have this one. It's done shiny. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being a part of my little Christmas live stream. Let's go and look at the prices right now of things that I care about. So GameStop, because we're talking about it earlier. Pray for me. Is at 32. So after hours, GameStop is up. It's only up like $1.67, but it says it's up like 5.37% because GameStop is still kind of cheap. It's at $32.77. Again, it came down from $34 earlier, which is pretty fantastic because it's really just been stuck at like $30 for the longest time. We got Bitcoin, did a little dip, okay? Earlier, it did go to 99, almost 100,000. Now it's at 98,000, but it's okay. I'm not going to cry about it because at least it's not close to 92. But even honestly, if Bitcoin tomorrow, if we have a red day and if Bitcoin drops to like 90,000 or lower, my prediction for you guys, like I already said, I wouldn't be shocked if Bitcoin does go to somewhere above like 75,000. Like even if it goes to 75,000, I don't think people who have been diamond handing it since it was below 69,000 is going to care that much because it's as long as it stays above like 69,000, right? Um but yeah, I hope it doesn't drop. I hope 90,000 was like the lowest because it didn't. I don't even think it hit. It went to like 92,000. And Dogecoin charts very similar to Bitcoin as well. It was earlier today, closer to 34,000, 34,000, closer to 34 cents. And then now it's on a bigger drop than Bitcoin. It's back down to like 32 cents, which is fine, but it's kind of not fine for people who like bought it at like 45 cents. A lot of folks did do that. Like I said, I did think like 40 something cents was kind of like a hard mark to cross simply because so many people got stuck around 40 something cents. This is like almost like 4 years ago. So, and can you believe it? It's almost going to be in Dogecoin first surpassed that 1 cent mark. Um, It was January. You know, January, I wanna say, like, after January 24th, that's when Dogecoin first surpassed, like, 1 penny, and then it just, like, shot up, like, I think, like, also over, like, 3 cents one day, and then it was just eventually went to the moon, within the span of less than 4 months. So, this is kinda crazy because 'cause it's been now, like, finally the 4-year cycle will hit, in 2025, so this coming January, that's gonna be like 4 years since Dogecoin just kind of like blew everybody's minds, and that's also 4 years since GameStop. Wow, I just realized, okay, so 4 years ago, this is like a life-changing moment for me. So 4 years ago, when I decided to start buying Dogecoin, I also had GameStop and I also had AMC. This was all 2021, and then everything just kinda went nuts. It went up and it went down and crashed, and then our buy buttons were stopped. This was all January 2021. It's been 4 years by the time, like, next month hits, which is just crazy. So, yeah, like, my life would be very different right now had I not decided to buy GameStop because of Roaring Kitty, and had I not decided to buy Dogecoin, and most of it is because I just saw a connection between Elon Musk tweets and this funny looking dog coin. Um, yeah, I would not be doing a live stream right now. Like, that's the thing that's crazy about life. I would not like I would have if I didn't do that, if I didn't choose to do that, just literally out of random, and I thought it was funny, um, I wouldn't be s I wouldn't have posted, like, thousands of videos now on the internet, and be a YouTuber. I wouldn't be doing a live stream right now. I would have never started doing live streams. I probably would have gone back to some type of an office or sales job of some sort, which is always what I thought my life was going to be, like, just that path. Nothing wrong with it. It's just all I thought I could do. Like, I just never thought I could trade stocks or crypto or that would even be a possibility of any other way of making money, and then I would have never veered on to do, like, e-commerce business. So, I guess sometimes life just happens, and you could choose to go with it or not. And I just wanna say thank you guys. Merry Christmas. I hope you enjoyed all my card opening and seeing this awesome, lovely cereal card. Um, I'll see you guys soon. I mean, I wish you guys all good luck with your portfolios, and everything else in life. The most important thing, though, at the end of the day is health. So I hope you guys are all staying safe, happy, healthy, and I will see you guys on the next live stream. Bye.